Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I've pulled for you the Empress card on the event of the winter solstice when the sun enters Capricorn, our sign, and also represents the longest night of the year. This is where we are touching onto our ancestral roots, our heritage, as a springboard to the culmination of the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, where we are along the way questing for our sense of belonging, our place in the world, our place in the sun. This is a beautiful homage to the power that is generated for you during the winter holidays. The return of the sun is about this reclaiming of your intentional focus as you move towards that place that you belong in the world. And the Empress is describing that place, that power you already hold as a giver and a receiver of love, a generator of care, attention, provision, one who generates abundance in sync with natural rhythms and in attunement to those around you. So the Empress is a beautiful beacon of not only doing the work to generate the harvest, the rewards of your efforts, but the opportunity to sit back and receive the love, to be loved. And I do believe this is a challenge for many Capricorns at this time, to be loved, to learn to receive love. This can be one of the biggest challenges for you, simply because of the way that we are often conditioned to be busy, to be human doings rather than beings. And this constant quest to be productive, being productive is important to you. Making a contribution is key. Doing your part is key. But there is an element in which one must receive the love, the attention, the appreciation, the care, the rewards of your phenomenal, consistent work in this is, again, Regina from Pacific Tarot, and the winter solstice occurs on the 21st of December. This is a general reading for Capricorns. However, if you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below, where I feature a half-off sale through the end of the year. In your present, we have the Nine of Cups. This is really about the hard work that you've done to find the path that is best for you. There's a sense that you have had to pound out your own path in order to come to understand that the choices you're making are the choices that are best for you. This speaks to finding your own process of identifying what works for you, what feels good to you, what is not simply you doing your job, which for many of you has been the motivation you were assigned for much of your life. This is an experience of conditional love. You are loved and valued because you do these things. And it has taken you a while to undo that sense that you are not acceptable if you're not serving someone. This is a somewhat of a flaw in your conditioning, in your family of origin. You were rewarded for all the good things you did, all the work you did to keep everyone else going, to motivate others, to provide structure, to fill in the blanks of absent love or neglect that you received and you observed that others received in your household. Learning to enjoy your own contribution on its own basis, on its own merit, has been a job. And that's part of what you are learning to experience, learning about your path as the Empress. For some of you, this is a life path. Contrary to the stereotype of being all powerful, this actually is about learning to find the power in the love that you give and receive. And that has been a journey for you. In the past, the Two of Cups. Part of this journey to find love, pleasure, joy in the work that you do, it's not about shunning the work that you do, because that feels, or has felt for many of you, unavoidable. And there's a certain joy that you experience in being competent to the task and doing your part and doing your job well. There's a pride in that feeds you. However, this deeper connection to your value based on something you do well effortlessly that may not have any superficial monetary value, um, has led you back to a place of validating who you are, the wholeness of who you are, not just the part of you that shows up to any task, any responsibility, to work every day. This is the part of you that has learned to show up for yourself. And for some of you, the Capricorns I'm speaking to, this has been a journey, because the things that were good for you weren't the things that others valued as being worthwhile. And thus, to make space to experience, to exercise your talents, the things that give you joy, has been part of your greater acceptance and experience of joy, pleasure in the world, in your life, in your competence. It can be attached to a deeper connection to a soul bond from the past. However, most of this connection for you is perhaps coming currently as a result of this greater acceptance of who you are, and out of this respect for your own standards, your own terms, your own desires, claiming that, not feeling like you have to hide what you want or that you're not allowed to want something. In the future, the Moon card. I really appreciate this, because the moon is showing your deeper dive into all the subconscious arenas of your life, all of the patterns of behavior, the compulsive uh, relationships, the making repetitive mistakes over and over again. um, uh, Redundancy there. Um, this is a way in which you've seen that you have been the biggest obstacles to your desires, and that these unconscious patterns of behaviors, these toxic patterns of choosing something that doesn't work repetitively, is part of what has limited your experience of success and love, and has also motivated your conscious behaviors in a way that you felt fearful of, that brought fear up for you, that had you afraid perhaps of some of your most significant relationships, drawn to those who were abusive, because that's whose love you wanted the most, those who abused you as young people. And I don't mean necessarily violence, but abuse, exploitation, neglect can be a big flag around the kind of trauma that you have been attempting to flee from, escape from, and have now learned to embrace those experiences as teaching experiences, elucidating these patterns that you can control, but that have taught you to feel good in unfavorable situations. So this is where you cultivate your silence, cultivate the space that you take for yourself. Revel in your experiences, really understanding your feelings, not blocking your feelings because they're always bad. Really understanding that you're capable of so much love, and the ways in which perhaps you've been laughed at, not taken seriously, are ways in which you have blocked yourself. I hope this reading is resonating for you. If so, please like this video, share this with others, and certainly subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate you for all the support that you give me in whatever way that comes. And I pulled humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. This is bringing up to me the kind of humor that I associate with laughing to keep from crying. So there can be an acerbic kind of dark wit to Capricorns, a kind of black, or what I would call British humor, that is understated, is apparently cold, but really gets to some shattering truths, and actually makes a joke out of things that many people don't find funny. And it's a way of coping. It has been a way of coping, but it can also be a way that you can have fun, that you actually enjoy fun, that you can not take yourself so seriously. And that is important right now because you're exploring the lighter side of life. You've been in the trenches, you've done the hard work, you've worked for little or no reward. You've been overlooked, you've been invisible. Now you're in a place where you know your value, and you value your contribution. You give yourself the respect and the honor that you deserve, even if others don't. I'm going to clarify the Nine of Cups here with the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords. Currently, this sense of tremendous revelation and illumination, this kind of being in the light that I feel is an experience for many of you, where you are opening up to the sense of truth and are marveling at the way in which you are finding a kind of balancing, harmony, even justice through a better understanding of your own experiences in the world, how that reflects upon conditions you see in the world that you have actually experienced yourself, and ways in which you understand that that can be a double-sided sword, right? You can cut to the truth that can also free you. This freedom is manifesting itself in the way that you take space for yourself. This for you is radical. This for you is considered and has been considered by loved ones to be selfish, that you don't care about others, that you're a dilettante, or you're just looking for your own pleasure in life. You're not taking care of me. That's your job. Okay, I'm channeling the voices you may have heard. But this really is about finding peace, finding resolution with your choices, with the opportunities that you are now getting excited about as you are separating yourself from things that have not worked for you. In the past, the Two of Cups is clarified by the Fool card. This Fool card is very light, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're letting go of the pattern, the behavior of choosing the same kinds of partners or even opportunities over and over again. Things that you believed would give you the immediate gratification and feel good, that you feel that your life, your experiences, your loved ones may have denied you. You're throwing yourself against the wall in order to achieve something that seems elusive. You're actually freeing yourself up from that and realizing that you don't need the validation of others. As much as you might like that, that really you're capable of going wherever you want, doing whatever you want, and choosing whatever you want. This is speaking about having faith in yourself, investing in who you are, knowing that you have all the power to achieve what you want. And that really runs counter to a sense of being oppressed, being held down, being restricted or limited, that has perhaps structured your worldview for a long time. Remembering that Saturn is your ruling planet, the taskmaster. And finally, the moon card is clarified here by the Eight of Cups and the Magician. The Magician is what I believe I've been waiting for. Having successfully liberated yourself from those relationships and circumstances that you've learned all you can learn from, and it isn't a matter of them becoming valueless to you, it's a matter of your building up your courage and energy to face a challenge that you have identified as being significant to your defining your life, so that you now have the courage to move forward and create exactly what it is that you want. The Empress has your back, but this is exactly the sense that you are empowered. You can move in the direction you want. You can have the things you want. You can create what you want on your own terms, based on the only limitations you experience are within your own mind. You can't know your limitations as you are developing and unfolding the application, the exercise of your gifts. So in that way, this experience of limitlessness, not needing to know the destination, but simply being free to embark on that path. The Fool here is really describing that you have so much confidence, you have so many gifts, you have so many memories of experiences from which you've gained wisdom, that you know that simply staying on your path is the right move for you. And I'm going to finish up this reading, Capricorn, with a flora and fauna of Africa, my homage to the motherland, our universal ancestor, and Mother Earth as well. And the fire salamander's keywords are clear blockages. You're undergoing a necessary transformation. Be open to growth and change. Cleanse all areas of your life to restore balance. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.